My beloved child, there are moments in life when silence becomes the loudest answer you have ever heard, and lately you have been noticing something strange happening around you without fully understanding it. People who once called you every day suddenly became distant, certain connections started fading without explanation, and conversations that used to feel alive now feel empty and forced. Don't skip this moment because something huge is waiting for you inside this message, and deep down your spirit already feels it. Heaven is not punishing you, heaven is preparing you. Some people were only assigned to walk beside you for a temporary season, but you kept trying to turn temporary people into permanent ones, and that is why your heart became exhausted. Stay till the end because what is happening right now is far bigger than a normal goodbye. There are doors opening for your future that cannot open while certain energies, habits, and distractions are still attached to your life. You thought the distance meant rejection, but in reality it was protection. You thought you lost people because you were not enough, but the truth is that your next chapter cannot survive around people who only understood the old version of you. Something is shifting quietly behind the scenes, and heaven has been removing confusion before sending clarity into your life. There is a reason you suddenly feel different around certain people now. The laughter feels weaker, the conversations feel forced, and your soul no longer feels peaceful in places where you once begged to belong. Stay till the end because this revelation changes everything you thought you understood about your recent struggles. Heaven sometimes removes people silently because if the truth was revealed all at once, your heart would break trying to hold it together. Some people were draining your peace while smiling in your face, some were keeping you emotionally stuck while pretending to support you, and others only loved the version of you that stayed small, insecure, and dependent. But something inside you has started waking up. Don't skip because something huge is waiting for you, and this next season of your life is not ordinary. The separation you are experiencing is creating space for alignment. Heaven is making room for healthier connections, stronger opportunities, deeper peace, and a version of yourself that no longer chases validation from people who were never assigned to complete your journey. One day you will look back and realize the greatest blessing was not who stayed. It was who left. Because after they disappeared, you finally heard your own inner voice again. After the silence came, your spirit became stronger. After the loneliness arrived, your purpose became clearer. This is not the end of your story. This is the moment your real life quietly begins. Powerful change is already moving toward you, even if you cannot fully see it yet. The reason heaven is clearing certain people away is because your future requires emotional freedom, mental clarity, and spiritual strength. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you, and the next part of your life will not look anything like the pain you survived before. There are blessings trying to enter your life right now that cannot grow in chaos, and there is a peace coming toward you that will make your old struggles feel very far away. Some people left because they could not go where you are going. Some disappeared because they were connected to a chapter that has already expired. And some walked away because heaven heard conversations about you that you were never meant to hear. My beloved child, do not waste your tears trying to reopen doors that heaven intentionally closed for your protection. Your life is changing in ways you cannot imagine yet. The isolation is temporary, but the transformation will last for years. Don't skip this truth. Stay till the end of your own journey. Something huge is waiting for you on the other side of this season, and one day very soon you will finally understand why heaven removed certain people before your greatest breakthrough arrived. Something inside you already knows this message is real because your heart has been feeling a strange shift for weeks now. Certain names no longer bring comfort, certain places no longer feel like home, and certain conversations leave you emotionally tired instead of peaceful. Don't skip because something huge is waiting for you, and this part of your journey is more important than you realize. Heaven is not randomly rearranging your life. Every separation has meaning attached to it. Every delay is protecting you from something your eyes cannot fully see yet. You kept asking why people changed toward you so suddenly, but the truth is that your energy started changing first. Your spirit began growing beyond environments that once controlled you. You started seeing through fake closeness, forced loyalty, and empty words. Stay till the end because a once-in-a-lifetime realization is about to reach your heart. Some people only knew how to love you when you doubted yourself. Some only felt comfortable around you when you were emotionally weak and constantly seeking approval. But heaven saw your hidden tears, your silent exhaustion, and the emotional battles you never spoke about openly. That is why certain connections started collapsing without warning. It was not to hurt you. It was to rescue the future version of you that is trying to emerge right now. There are moments when heaven becomes silent before it changes everything, and you are standing in one of those moments now. You may feel lonely sometimes, but loneliness is not always a punishment. Sometimes it is preparation. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you beyond this uncomfortable season. Heaven has been teaching you how to stand without depending on unstable people for emotional survival. You are learning how to protect your peace instead of begging others to protect your feelings. And that lesson is changing your entire destiny. Don't skip this because very few people understand what is truly happening during seasons like this. The people being removed from your life are not all bad people. Some are simply not designed for the level you are about to enter. A person can care about you and still not belong in your future. A person can love you and still slow down your growth. And heaven understands things your emotions sometimes cannot accept immediately. That is why you must stop blaming yourself for every goodbye. Some exits are necessary for alignment. Some endings are actually hidden blessings disguised as disappointment. The pain you feel today will eventually become proof that heaven was guiding you even when you felt abandoned. My beloved child, there is something extraordinary approaching your life now, and that is why the shaking had to begin first. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you, and your next chapter will feel completely different from everything you survived before. New peace is entering your spirit. New clarity is entering your mind. New people are slowly being guided toward your path. People who will not confuse your heart or compete with your light. Heaven is teaching you that not every connection deserves permanent access to your soul. Some people were only lessons. Some were mirrors. Some were warnings. But the people meant for your future will bring calmness instead of confusion. They will not make you question your worth every day. They will not disappear whenever life becomes difficult. And until those connections arrive, heaven is removing everything that no longer matches the person you are becoming. Don't skip this truth because your breakthrough is closer than you think. The crying season is ending. The overthinking season is ending. The season of chasing people who secretly drain your spirit is ending. A new atmosphere is slowly surrounding your life, and although you cannot fully see it yet, your soul already feels it coming. Something huge is waiting for you beyond this season of removal, and heaven would never empty your hands unless it planned to place something far greater inside them later. There are nights when you sit quietly and replay everything in your mind, wondering how people who once promised loyalty became strangers without explanation. You tried to understand what changed, you tried to fix what kept breaking, and you carried emotional weight that was never meant for your shoulders. But don't skip this moment because something huge is waiting for you, and this message is touching a part of your spirit that has been silently crying for clarity. Heaven saw how much effort you gave to people who only appreciated your presence when it benefited them. Heaven saw the moments you stayed kind even when your heart felt ignored. And now a powerful shift has begun. Certain people are disappearing because your future cannot bloom while your energy is tied to old cycles that keep draining your peace. Stay till the end because what is happening around you right now is not random. Heaven is teaching you the difference between attachment and alignment. Attachment makes you chase people even when your soul feels exhausted. Alignment brings peace without forcing anything. The reason you feel distant from certain people now is because your spirit has finally stopped settling for relationships that only survive through your effort alone. Something extraordinary happens when heaven starts protecting your destiny. Conversations suddenly end. Invitations suddenly stop. People who once had constant access to you begin fading away without warning, and at first it feels confusing because your heart still remembers the old memories. But don't skip because something huge is waiting for you beyond this uncomfortable transition. The separation is not proof that you failed. It is proof that your life is changing direction. Stay till the end because this next revelation will open your eyes in a different way. Some people were becoming too comfortable watching you shrink yourself just to keep them happy. They enjoyed the version of you that stayed quiet, emotionally dependent, and afraid of losing them. But heaven is removing fear from your spirit. You are slowly becoming someone who no longer sacrifices inner peace just to avoid disappointing others. And that transformation is powerful. Not everyone can stay connected to you when your confidence starts rising. Not everyone can handle the stronger version of you that is finally learning self-worth. That is why some people pull away when your healing begins. Your growth exposes what was never genuine from the beginning. Heaven is not making your world smaller. Heaven is making your circle cleaner, calmer, and more aligned with the future waiting ahead of you. My beloved child, there is a reason your intuition has become stronger lately. Your spirit can now feel things your eyes cannot explain yet. You are beginning to recognize who truly carries peace into your life and who only carries confusion. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you, and this next chapter will surprise you in ways you never expected. The people meant for your future will not make you beg for honesty, attention, or respect. They will not leave you emotionally empty after every conversation. Heaven is preparing healthier connections for your life, but before they arrive, old emotional attachments must be cleared away completely. Don't skip this truth because it will save you years of unnecessary heartbreak. Some doors had to close so you would finally stop running back to places that were hurting your spirit quietly. Some people had to leave so you could finally hear your own inner voice again. And although the silence feels heavy sometimes, it is creating space for a peace you have never experienced before. Your life is not falling apart. It is being redirected with precision. One day very soon you will wake up and realize the pain of losing certain people was tiny compared to the peace that arrived after they left. Something huge is waiting for you beyond this season, and heaven is already arranging moments, people, and blessings that your current mind cannot fully imagine yet. A deep change has already started inside you, even if nobody around you fully notices it yet. The things that once entertained you no longer satisfy your spirit, the people you once chased no longer hold the same emotional power over your heart, and the version of you that kept begging for understanding is slowly disappearing. Something huge is waiting for you, and this message is connected to the transformation heaven has been building quietly within your soul. You thought the pain came from losing people, but the deeper pain actually came from holding on to connections that no longer carried peace. Stay till the end because this truth is going to change how you see every goodbye from now on. Heaven is removing emotional noise from your life so you can finally hear your real purpose clearly. Too many voices were influencing your decisions, too many opinions were controlling your confidence, and too many unhealthy attachments were draining your inner strength without you realizing it. But now the distance has started, and although it feels uncomfortable, something powerful is happening beneath the surface. Your spirit is becoming lighter. Your mind is becoming clearer. Your heart is slowly learning that peace is more valuable than forced connection. There are people who were only connected to your confusion, not your destiny. They understood the broken version of you but became uncomfortable when your healing started changing the way you think, speak, and move through life. Don't skip this moment because something huge is waiting for you beyond this season of emotional separation. Heaven is protecting you from returning to cycles that would have stolen your future little by little. Some people were keeping you attached to old habits, old fears, and old emotional wounds that were never supposed to follow you into your next chapter. Stay till the end because what is coming next in your life will require a completely different mindset. The future waiting for you cannot grow in an environment filled with constant emotional exhaustion. That is why certain relationships suddenly feel heavy now. That is why your spirit no longer feels calm in places where you once tried so hard to belong. Heaven is not taking away your happiness.